Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do something a little different, and it's a homeschool tag. I've never done a tag in my channel. The person who kind of tagged everybody was Cynthia from the channel Ferguson Academy, so thank you for that. And also, by the way, welcome to the YouTube community. There are a lot of new homeschool moms out there. I'm still kind of one of them as well. This is just my second year homeschooling. So welcome. Let's go ahead and get started. There are 12 questions to answer. Number one is, why are you homeschooling? My husband and I decided to homeschool our daughter. I want to say mainly for two reasons. One of them is because of the things that they are being taught at public school. We have our own values, morals, and our own beliefs. We're Christians and we have our own beliefs. So there are a couple of things that are being taught at public school that we don't agree with, and therefore we don't want to expose her, into that kind of teaching. We are going to talk to her about other life choices or of different beliefs or different interpretations of science and stuff like that, but we're just not gonna teach her on a daily basis. And then the second reason is the time that they're spending outside their home at such a young age. They spend over 8 hours sometimes outside their home without parent supervision, without parents' protection or guidance. You don't know what kind of things the teachers or the kids are telling your child, or if they're respecting your child, or if they're taking into consideration and all that kind of stuff. We are not going to raise, don't get me wrong, we're not trying to raise our daughter in a bubble or something, but at the same time, we don't want to expose her out there by herself. So we don't want to have anything to do with those two opposite things. So those are the main reasons. Number two, it says, what do your children think of homeschooling? Well, my daughter loves homeschooling. She really loves it. She didn't even want to have anything to do with taking time off during the summer. So we're still doing work like reviewing and hands-on activities and natural learning. And she wants to do homeschool with her own children when she has, kids. So that's just an awesome thing for me to know that she loves homeschooling that much. Number three, is your extended family supportive? Yes, they all are. That's a great thing. It's such a blessing. They were a little worried at the beginning about socializing, but once they found out what homeschooling really is, they were at ease and they were like, okay, this is great, go for it. Number five, best advice you've been given or have to give. Well, I wasn't given just one advice. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put together all of those advices and give you my best advice, which is follow your children or your child's cues. Follow what they when they like something, when they don't like something, when they I'm sorry, I'm looking at my tablet with all the questions and there it is. The image went off. Follow your children's cues. Follow what they like, what they don't like, what kind of learning style they have. And when they're letting you know things like, this is hard for me, mom, or I don't like this way of learning, I get tired or I get bored, or I'm learning this too fast, I don't need to learn this anymore. All those kind of things, follow those things and make this enjoyable, not just for your child, but for you as well. Don't get burned out like it happened to me at the beginning. So that's my best advice. Follow your child's cues. Number six, favorite thing about homeschooling. I want to say it has something to do with my best advice, actually. There are many things that I love about homeschooling, but one of my favorite things is the way that how do I say this? Can I say it in Spanish? The way that our relationship has become stronger because of homeschooling. As a parent, you're teaching your children, you're educating them on a daily basis. Ideally, right? But when you have this responsibility of being in charge of their education as well, is makes your relationship even stronger. Just to see the look on their face when they're learning something new, just knowing that it's like a little sponge that you're feeding every day, and they're just gonna keep that you're teaching for the rest of their life. That's just awesome to be given that huge part of their life, and that's awesome. That's what I love about homeschooling. One of the best things. The least favorite thing about homeschooling, number 7, I want to say our county reviews. We have to do county reviews in the state that I live in, and they're not awful, don't get me wrong, they're just not my favorite. The first year you have to go through 2 county reviews, and then if you pass those, you can move on to 1 county review each year. The only thing that I don't really like about those things is about the fact that they ask you to teach 9 subjects. It's language arts, math, science, social studies, music, art, PE, health, and computer. They don't tell you what to teach for each thing, but they do require that you teach those subjects. Therefore, you need to bring proof of what you teach your daughter or your child, and they take pictures. I mean, they don't take pictures. They will take you. I mean, they will accept your pictures if you have pictures of, let's say, PE or music or art, stuff like that. Sometimes you don't buy a book for that, so you can bring pictures and they'll accept that. But they require textbooks and workbooks for the rest of the things, and they don't ask you for amounts of textbooks or workbooks, so that's a good thing. I'm actually for kindergarten, I did not use a lot of books. If you watch my video or kindergarten curriculum, you're gonna see that I didn't use a lot, and even though it wasn't a lot, they still said that, oh my goodness, this is a lot of work, don't worry, you're doing great, next year you don't have to bring all of these, you're doing a great job, this is awesome. So that's 2 thumbs up for me, because I don't have to worry about using so many textbooks and books. So that's not my favorite thing. It's my least favorite thing, or county reviews, just to have someone tell me, teach your daughters these subjects, like computer. I don't want to teach her computer yet. Music, she's not really interested in an instrument or playing an instrument right now, but we're having fun listening to some different rhythms and learning some musical notes and stuff like that. And they're fine with it. They're not really strict about what you teach in each subject. Number 8, most annoying comment you've gotten. In this channel, I haven't gotten any bad or annoying comment, thank goodness. I do have to say in my other channel, because this is my second channel, and it's kind of like my getaway channel, where I like to get away from my main channel. My main channel is awesome, don't get me wrong, I like it, but it's grown quite a bit. The last couple of years, I've passed 100,000 subscribers, and when you expose yourself out there with so many people, I mean, not yourself, but your life choices like homeschooling or eating vegan, stuff like that, you're gonna get, I mean, out of 100,000 people, not everybody's gonna agree with you, right? So there's nothing wrong with not agreeing with you, but it is wrong when they're criticizing and saying mean things and bad things or judgmental things. So I have gotten some of those comments in my other channel. But just telling you stuff like, oh, you're trying to raise your daughter in a bubble, you Christian, blah blah blah, stuff like that I don't pay attention to. So number 9, one thing that has not worked for you. Okay, something that hasn't worked for me or my daughter was setting up a time schedule. Like, we're gonna do homeschool from 9 to 12 or kind of things. We just do learning the natural way, like it just happens. And when we do sit down work, we both agree on, let's go ahead and do some sit down work, and we just do it. So we don't set up a time for that. That doesn't work for us. Number 10, one thing that has worked for you. Montessori. Montessori is great and something that really worked for us. Before that, we were just doing workbooks system, which is just, I mean, if you don't know what workbox system is, just put in all of your books and workbooks and worksheets and boxes. You know, you can do box or drawers or whatever. And when we learn about Montessori, which is a lot of hands-on activities, that just fell out of heaven for us. So Montessori is something that's really worked for us, and I got to know about Montessori through a couple of friends here on YouTube in my main Spanish channel, and I love them for that. They're so great. They do Montessori with their kids. They have Spanish channels as well. Number 10, one thing that has worked for me. Okay, that one. Number 11, what is your homeschool style? My homeschool style is natural learning, just child-led learning. Since the county doesn't ask you what you have to teach for each subject, and I just try to follow what my child's interests are and plan from there. But like language arts and math, you know, those type of things, I try to be me, the one telling her what she needs to learn. But anyways, I still follow her cues. We do hands-on activities, like I said, Montessori. And this year we're gonna try to introduce a little bit of Charlotte Mason, which is some notebooking that, you know, they do in that type of style. So hands-on activities with Montessori, notebooking with Charlotte Mason, and workbox system, because she likes to do some sit-down workbooks and stuff. And then number 12, does your spouse partner help with homeschooling? Yes, he does. Not like in a sit-down school time kind of thing, but I mean, he's her dad, so he's teaching her all the time. It's very fun to learn that way. So he does help me and help my child learn on a daily basis. But when I say it's a fun way to learn like that, because it's just a natural thing. I mean, even my mom would teach her something if she's with my mom, or, you know, a friend from the church, he's gonna tell her something and she's teaching her. So, but if it's homeschool related, like homeschool, yes, he helps. Not like on a daily basis, sit down, I'm gonna teach you something kind of thing, but he teaches her every day. So that's 12 questions answered for you. I hope that you like this tag, and if you want to give it a try, go ahead and do so. Let me know so I can subscribe to your channel and watch your video. If you have any other questions that you want to ask me, go ahead and you can do that down below in the comment sections. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Bye bye.